Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to give you a short presentation on the Tzolkin Explorer. There's links to get this app here in the description. And we're going to look up today's date. We're going to look up our dates. We're going to understand our relationships. And it's based on these two cycles of 13 and 20. This wheel that we see here is the wheel of 20 right here, all the colors that we see. And at the bottom, at the very bottom, that is today's date. And you can see it's a red symbol. And then if you go to the very bottom, you can see it says 13 tone, I Mish, day sign, Muluk, Trisena, and then the Night Lord. So as I spin this wheel, the wheel of 20, I'm going to go to tomorrow, and we start a new cycle. As you can see, the third picture over, the little white T that says eek, that is going to start tomorrow. I'm going to go back to today. Today is the 13th day of the Maluk Trisena. So Trisena means 13-day period. When we start the day tomorrow, we're going to have this energy underneath everything. And also when we're born in these times, underneath our personality are these archetypes. So there's 20 archetypes in here mixed with 13 tones. If you've seen the 13-day wave presentation at the Peace Festival, that was a lot of fun to share. And that will be linked as well. I will go over the 13-day wave real quick here. A little more abridged version. The recording's a lot more fun. But day one, number one here, is the beginnings of things. So tomorrow is going to be great for starting new projects. You're going to just notice there's going to be a natural tendency to, there's a new beginning. So you can feel that tomorrow and what that feels like for you. Tomorrow is going to be this white energy of wind. And that has its own quality. And I'm going to get into all the personalities and all that after I do the 13. So you have 1, then I'm going to go to 2, 3, and you can see their little dots at the bottom left. And then over here, there's 4, and then we have 5. And then as we get to 6, you can see it's a dot with a line. And so what that means is once we've reached 5, we're starting over in like a mini wave. So it's another reset. It's number 1 there on day 6. Day 7 has 2 dots. So that's the number 2, etc. We go to 8, 9, 10, and then 11. Two lines for 10, 1 dot for 11. 2 lines and 2 dots, that's 12. And finally, we get to 2 lines and 3 dots, and that's 13. And that's today's date that we're on right now. So day 1, start new projects. Day 2, we make a decision which way we're going. Day 3 is action, and it's a little bit exciting, and it can be a little bit of unstable energy, but it's about staying centered with the breath and going slow through the day. Being patient, it's very important to be patient on day 3. A risky part of day 3 is to be impulsive. And as we get to day 4, that is a day for stability. So I'll go to number 4. So number 4 is like form. So you're going to just notice things kind of get a little more grounded on day 4. Day 5 is going to be, those are usually positive days. And I'm a day 5. It's the tone of empowerment, it's about multiplication, expansive. It's an expansive energy. 5 is great. 6 is flow. 6 is about this kind of embodied surrender, where you're going with the flow, and you don't want to force things on day 6, and just follow your body's feelings and your breath, and that'll be a nice experience on day 6. Day 7, so that's the time to make decisions again. We're in the midpoint of the wave. That's the day to choose left or right, which choice. You've got options. You're going to have to pick which path that we're taking in the creation or relationships or whatever it may be. You'll understand each day has its own karma to deal with or whatever's alive. Day 8 has to do with justice. That's a good day to be confident and to be solid. And that's day 8. Day nine is patience. It's very important to learn grace and patience on day 9. And that's because the next day, day 10, is manifestation. There's a lot of power coming in on manifestation day. That's the day to really attack the day. Take care of yourself on day 9, get good rest, so that day 10 you wake up and you can really use that power. It's an awesome experience. Day 11, that's the day of resolution. So after things manifest, good or bad, win or lose, we have to let go of some things sometimes or learn from things or heal. So it's a time of reflection. This is really great for relationships or inner work to use this time to resolve things. It's a time of neutrality. That's the way to use this energy is not to pick sides because it has a 1 there. It's not duality. It's more just like unity consciousness, unconditional love. That's really the best way to use day 11. And also just to quickly let go. If it doesn't feel in alignment, you let it go. I had a really powerful shift a couple days ago on day 11 for me, and it was just like something that was getting clearer and clearer and clearer, and it just kind of reached a point where I was like, no more of this pattern that was going on in a new business of mine. So I'm like, okay, let that go. So, and I usually experience emotionally, those are the times when you're just like, all right, this is clear. You see clearly what has happened. So that's day 11. Day 12 was yesterday, and that's the tone of understanding. So that's a really great energy to be patient and empathetic and connection with yourself or others. It's a definitely a beautiful day for healing. And then here we are on day 13, and I'll go back to today as well. So here we are, day 13, and this is the day to complete loose ends. I don't know about how your morning was but for me, I woke up right away and there's all these little fix-it projects around the house I took care of, things I had to organize, doing laundry, all those little things. And so that's day 13 energy. Those are the days to complete your projects, organize, get things done. It's a nice quick energy to kind of, it gives you that push. So it's rising. So, the wave crested at day 10 manifestation, and then it kind of cruises down a little bit, settles in on day 11 and 12, and then it comes back in on 13 to take us higher to the next level. So that's a little bit of the 13 wave. And now I'll talk about the archetypes. So there are 4 groups of colors, and I'm going to show you up here on the top left, it says mix. And you can see there are 4 groups of colors, and they all have their own unique qualities. So we've been in a red energy for a while, the last 13 days, and then we're going to move into a white energy. So you'll be able to experience the difference. You can reflect tomorrow and the next 2 weeks how that felt compared to the last 2 weeks. And the reds are more fiery, more emotional, deep. I don't know about you, but it was a very deep process for me. But it's good. It's good deep. It's the good depths of our soul, the magic of us. I really love this. I used to be afraid of it, but I really embrace this because this is like superpower energy. It's underneath it all. And today's energy, the number 1 of 20, Aimish, this is so powerful. I don't know about you today, but when I woke up, my heart was really clear and open. And these days give us this like emotional reset. And those born on this day sign are very, very magical, powerful people. But it's the realm of the unconscious. So there's a lot of primitive primal. It connects us to the kind of the underworld or like our unconscious, the lower energies. Nothing wrong with them. And they're needed when we're in connection with our lower self, our authentic self, our primal self, and that's connected to our higher self. Matt, we're really powerful creators. So it's very important to do work on our lower self, our primal nature, to be able to be clear and embodied, and so we can rise higher. So that's red. We're finishing up red right now. We're going to go into white. White's more of the light. It's more of clear energy. It is it's the dogs. It's it's yeah, there's different. I don't know if I need to go into all the different ones right now, but white is I'm white. I'm a white dog. I'm also a white guy, but it's not the color of our skin. It's more of a quality. Contrasting to the red, like whites are a little more positive, less, it's maybe more air. It's more of like it's dogs. I mean, dogs are the difference between a dog and a crocodile, okay? So today's archetype that's related to an animal, Amish, that's just like the consciousness of a crocodile, okay? So yeah, if we think of it like that, different levels of consciousness. And so each archetype that we have, each group of creation is at different levels. And there's no right or wrong. It's not better if you're higher. We all have an important role to play. So today is like the consciousness of, it's this lowest consciousness, but it's important. And I'm gonna have a sip of water here. Are there any like pressing questions that need to be answered at the moment?
I missed two again. I got one new project.
You missed number 2 of 13?
Yes,
Okay, number 2 is to be or not to be. So
got it.
it's duality. Um, it's making choices. So it's learning conviction and clarity to choose uh, to make a choice. That's what two is about. Um, Sometimes it can be hard to make decisions, but we have to. We have to be like, we have to weigh which one feels better. If we imagine which path is in front of us, okay, I could go this way. How does that feel? I could go that way. How does that feel? Okay, that one feels lighter. This one feels better. This one feels a little like a little tension, little pressure, resistance. I'm gonna go to the one that feels open. So that's the energy of duality. And because the goal is for us to ascend, to let go of density, let go of all the dysfunctional patterns that keep us in division and in pain, to always be flushing that away so that we can rise to the next level. Was that helpful? Okay, great. So, okay, so we're coming out of a red cycle, we're going into a white cycle, and then we have the blue team. And that's also deep like the red. And you'll see that there's a connection between the blue and the red when we get there. They're kind of like bonded. And then there's the yellow, and the yellow and the white are also like a team, and they're bonded. So, and I'll go through that next. And the blues, more watery, the depths, the night is deep. They're more calm, I would say, more poised. And then the yellow is like the sun, like rabbits, like high vibes, really warm, really outgoing, very kind of active. Whereas blue is a little like slower, more inward, and then red is kind of a mix, maybe. It's also has the inward, but also has the outward. It's kind of like a blend of both and fiery. And then white, I've put it into words. It's hard to describe that. Um, but I would just kind of reflect on, I don't know, just how a dog's love is, and tuning into that, like that clear spaciousness. It's kind of like a clear energy at its best. Um, yeah, so that's a little bit about the colors. And then as you can see in the pattern here, there's a relationship. So the white and the yellow are going to challenge and strengthen each other. The same with the blue and the red, they're going to challenge and strengthen each other. And then the blue and the yellow, they're besties. That's the support and comfort link. That's my partner and my daughter. My partner's blue, my daughter's yellow. And I'm white, so I've got challenges with my partner being different, so I'm having to understand her, So between the white and the blue, that's surprise and mystery, right? So um that's what this system is helping me with, is to understand her more so that I'm not so surprised. We have different ways of flowing, and the more that I understand her, the better our relationship is. And the white and the red, they have support and comfort. And at the Peace Festival, it was really fun that all these brothers that I like came up, and I had never read their chart before, and they were all red, and it was on a red day, day 5. It was just awesome, awesome, awesome. So I was surrounded by a bunch of red, and for me, that's support and comfort. So I felt really supported and loved on that. And yeah, so there is a cycle of 20 in this wheel here. We're on day 1, which is Amish, and then it goes over. I'll show you another point of view, which is this is called the galactic butterfly. And if you can see on the top left, it goes down the edge with the archetypes. You can see that we are in the red Amish. And if you go into the top right, you can see number 221 is where we are right now. And this calendar goes from top to bottom and then left to right. So tomorrow is going to be this day. Tomorrow's going to be the next day. And then if we go to the right, that's in 20 days. It's that day. If you go to the right. So when the calendar starts, it starts up in the top left on double Amish. And that lasts for 13 days, goes down here on the left. And you can see we're on day 13 of Amish, and then you go to the next day, number 14, and we're on day 1 of a new cycle. So that's how it works. And then these blue images are days that are called portal days. They give us extra energy if you're born on that day, you're higher vibe. And the center, the yellow, is called the core. And that is a really powerful time, and I'm going to get into that. So we're looking here at the galactic butterfly. The blue represents the shape of the butterfly. The yellow represents the caterpillar and the core. Who here has heard the story or the analogy, the metaphor of when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, right? This is the time of metamorphosis. This is the time when we die to the old and we begin the new. So for every cycle, and this is a 260-day cycle here, this is the midpoint. Now, if I go to when the current cycle we're in started, that was on May 8th. This core started on September 5th. And it went all the way down to September 24th. And that was a powerful time for me. And every time, and I watch this affect everybody. So you're going to know when this happens next. And I'm going to show you the end. So we're coming up here at the end. The last day is going to be January 22nd. And I know Sarah had a question about January and launching. So I'm going to show you this date, which is January 10th. This is a great day to start something in January. January 10th is the day 1 of this very abundant energy. It's my daughter's energy. It's energy of stars, rabbits. It's very bright. So this is going to be a great celebration, kickoff, completion. It's a party. It's a great time. So that'll be 13 days from January 10th to January 22nd. And then we start a new cycle on January 23rd. Here we are, brand new cycle. That's going to have 13 days up until February 4th. So those times are very important to pay attention to. What we're thinking, what we're feeling, what we're desiring have a lot of weight. This is the time to really think deeply about what you want in your life. So now is a time to get clear and take notes and meditate and be prepared for when January 23rd comes on. That's that's the time to take action, speak it into existence, feel it into existence. And I hope you use it wisely and make some choices that are good for you and the planet. Then we're going to go through a few months and we will reach the core on May 23rd. Summer is going to be peaking. The wave's going to be peaking here. The core, the 260-day cycle, the 13 and the 20, it's going to be awesome. So that's the time when things are going to speed up. It's going to get quick. And that's the time to let go. Whatever's not flowing, you let it go. That's it's a time of purification. If do you know how a reverse osmosis water filter works? There's high pressure that goes into a membrane, and that high pressure is pushing the water with force, and only the pure water gets the other side, and the debris, the toxins, they're left behind. That's what this feels like. It feels like there's a lot of pressure. And if you're in resistance to life, or anyone around you is in resistance to life, it's a challenging time. But if you surrender and you're like, all right, this is what's happening, or you're on mission, this is you're kicking into high gear. This is an awesome time. And that lasts 20 days. And that will be until June 11th. So that's an awesome time. I feel like I have unlimited energy to get things done. It's awesome. Can wake up at dawn, work till night, and it's going to be summertime. It's going to be awesome for all of us. A lot of really good things will happen. A lot of change will happen. You'll see it in the news. You'll see it in your life. You'll see it in relationships, and just be okay with it. Like I said, just let the pureness, only the good is going to be allowed through it. And I hope you enjoy that journey. I will tell you a little bit around the core, which I call the ribs. If you look on the left side of the yellow, there are these blue strips. That's when the quickening just starts. And those are awesome times too. So the first time that happens is on May 8th. And then we will go into a 10-day left rib, that's what I'm calling it, until May 17th. May 8th, May 17th. So that'll be a quickening. That's leading up to the core. Things are getting organized, things are shifting, things are changing, things are quickening. And then we have a 5-day resting period between May 18th and May 22nd. Little calm before the storm, right? Right before the core starts on May 23rd, takes us to June 11th. And then we have 5-day rest from June 12th to June 16th. And then we have the right rib. This is where we're in resolution, completing what just happened. There's some more quickening to, any last minute creations or subtle changes. This is the time to organize everything and get it all done and finish things. Make use of this time, be conscious. That ends on June 26th. And then there's a few months of where things start settling and the energy slowly starts to step. It's almost like a pyramid, where, on day one you start going up the pyramid, and then the core is like the top. You're at the top. And then when you go down the other side, You're stepping down the pyramid, and then cycle starts, and we go back up the pyramid. So it's kind of like that. So this is when the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. This is when we die to our old, be birthed to our new. It's an awesome time, and I enjoy it. I really look forward to this time. So what we set in motion here soon on January 23rd is going to come fully present through the core. You know, if we stay focused on what we want, it'll just keep building and building and building. Gonna have success. Magic will happen. Doors will open. These energies are going to support us on our journey. And I will say, and I put this in my book, if your desires have desire for others, not just selfish, if they're more for the benefit of all, there's so much support for our creations.
Can I share real quick about what I'm going through, just real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so I just started a new job. I'm a union electrician. It's okay. I went to massage therapy and want to be a healer and stuff, and it just feels like such an amazing time of letting all my beliefs about myself that were not true, limiting beliefs that that I wasn't good and all those things. And just it's so funny that the place is called New Frontiers. And I really think energy is super powerful and amazing. I do a lot of Qigong energy work, Kung Fu when I was younger. Anyways, just wanted to share a little bit about myself.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're starting a new project, a new job, and that's going to be coming together into this new cycle. And yeah, I hope things continue to unfold for you in ways that feel good and give you peace.
Yeah, I'm okay if it doesn't because I've spent my whole life feeling that. So you know what I mean?
Uh, well, this will help you find peace, brother. You know, the when you come into the day 11 and 12, if you make time for yourself to slow down, go inward, and reflect on what happened in the last week and a half
Okay.
with relationships, with work, those are the potent times to like make peace and find understanding or get thoughts about how things need to change. And then when that new day one comes up, then you put those new reflections into practice.
Okay. Is it a 13-day cycle? Is that what you're saying? So on the 11th and 12th day, is it like goes around like that, or I didn't really
Yes.
catch all the beginning stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a 13-day cycle that will keep repeating through this whole 260 day. It's 13 times 20 is 260.
Okay, cool.
And every 13 days is a new theme. And on day 11 and 12, those are the times where the energy settles and it's a good time for healing and reflection.
Right on. Can you share with me just for fun, something that has been something that you didn't expect or something that you kind of unfolded for you?
Yeah, day 11 was when I had to let go of something big in my life, but it made space for something even better. And so it was like the energy just built up where I was just like, this is not in alignment with me. And when day 11 came, there was no other choice but to let it go. But there was like those hints
That's awesome.
that were slowly building, slowly building. But once I got to 11, it was like, I got to let it go. And then it felt so good. So that's the supportive energy on day 11 is just to let go.
That's
And
great. I'm
yeah,
happy. Yeah, happy for you for that.
yeah. And it happened somewhat spontaneously, but then I reflected on it. I'm like, oh, perfect. Yeah, that is right on schedule. It's great.
Okay, so
Um,
I'll reflect. That's really good idea. I've been slowing down a lot. Like I watched something and this person said, the secret to life. She was really old. She's like, it was just to slow down. I was like, okay, got it.
yeah, yes. There's no rush, man. It's only here now, right? Um, yeah, and when we're here now, we have all the potential. So whatever's within us right here and right now is going to create the next moment of here and right now. So centering in on peace, we're going to have more peace going forward. So by using this time to release the tension and get back to centeredness and strength, and we're just going to create more confident, good decisions in all ways, and we're going to keep growing and getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger.
Very cool. Very, very well said. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. Yeah, hang in there, man. Life's challenging sometimes. It's always challenging, man. It never stops. Today was huge for me. today's this primal energy, man, and like big decisions. I've got to move, and my ladies are not happy about it, but it's just things will get better. But loss is hard, and letting go, but it's time for new beginnings. And I've been hinting at this, or not so hinting actually, for a long time. And but today's the day. Tomorrow will be a new day. The energy will reset.
I will definitely send you energy for that transition for sure.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, man. Yeah, yeah. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Um,
Extra energy doesn't hurt.
yeah, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, I went over the 260-day wave. Um, there was one important thing to talk about the 13 and 20 that's really exciting to me that shows how deeply interwoven this is to the human experience and to the creation of humans, the co-creation of humans, hinting to more history that's time to be revealed. So 13 and 20, man, those are sacred numbers that are in our human body. We have 13 major joints. We have the neck, and then we have, shoulder, elbow, wrist, right? So 3 and 3, that's 6. Here's 7, and then you've got 3 on your legs, on each leg. So that's 6, 6, and 1, and that's 13. So we have 13 major joints, and we have 20 digits. We have 10 fingers, 10 toes, 20 digits. So this code is built into our human system, and 13 times 20 is 260. And if we turn 260 into months, it's almost 9 months. And the amazing thing that when I looked up my birth date, which is September 10th, 1980, so I'm going to put in my date. And keep in mind, this is made by an Australian, so they use European time. So you put the day first, then month in here. So I'm putting in the 10th of September, 1980. So there I am. I'm a 5 dog. There I am, born under Kimi with number 9. And I'll go into the cycle of 9 next. So here I am. This is the day that I was born. And if I go to the previous cycle, actually, I know the date already. So it was, I haven't done this in a long time. It was New Year's Eve, no, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve in 1979. There I am. So you can see right here, 5 dog. My mom and dad were together at that time. My dad was living in Santa Barbara. My mom was living in Santa Maria, California, and they got together on Christmas Eve. And I was born at night. So I share the energies between the energy of Christmas Eve and Christmas. That was my time. My parents met at that time, and then I popped out. The same energies on the next cycle. So this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun to understand that we have a purpose here before we come in. There's a desire our soul has. We want to play this game called life in a way that gives us certain superpowers, some gifts. And we're going to play this game of love in this way. So this is who I am. And you can look up your date. And this is probably a good segue to talk about that. Well,
Uh,
I'm
I
giving,
haven't I
yes.
haven't been really sorry. I'm sorry. I haven't really been able to follow everything that you're saying because I've been multitasking stuff. Can you do my date for me, and then and later if you want to talk on Messenger, we can talk later too. But I'd be curious just to as you process through how to do it, just say how to do it maybe, and then I can listen. I'm trying to listen, but in multitasking.
Okay, brother. Yeah, well, you'll have the recording and you can go over all of this later and look it
Okay.
up. And
Okay.
we and we can go deeper for sure. I can look up your date right now if you're interested. You'll need to give
Yeah.
me
Yeah, for sure.
what is
September also, and 23rd, 1974. Thank you.
so you said September 23rd, 1974.
Yes.
All right. This is you right here. September 23rd, 1974. So you have the 5 as well. You have 5 in your future. I'll show you. So if you look up into the center where there's the T, so we're going to be starting the cycle that you were born under tomorrow, which means that your return is happening soon.
That's pretty cool.
So let me go to, I'll go to the current time and show you that soon. So yeah, 13 days before our return, they call them burner days. And there's like a big release of energy. So you're going through that right now, man. It's going to feel intense, but you got to let go. Got to let go of all the tension. And
Okay.
so yeah, so you're having your return right now. Happens every 9 months, about every 9 months, every 260 days. Every 260 days, get this release. And you're number 10. You're chewing. This is the master artist. This is a blue. So you're a deep man. You're a deep, um, most likely want things to be clean and accurate, and you see the good, the best. Most likely wind, the white one. It's about communication. It can be blustery, can be kind of quick, and intense. Um, but it's a really sweet, it's clear energy when, when there's no wind out there and everything's calm, it's so beautiful, right? But when the wind comes, the wind blows, the wind's righteous. So maybe you've gotten yourself into trouble being righteous, but that's what the wind does. The wind tells the truth. It's all about communication.
Yeah, I need to work on my filters for sure.
There you go. And number 8, you have number 8 out of 9. That's the 9 energy centers. So that's actually number 8 is the mind. It's one more than the chakras. So 8 is the mind, 7 is the third eye, 6 is the throat, 5 and 4 is the heart. So in the heart, there's two. There's an upper heart and a lower heart. So
Okay.
your superpower is the mind, man. Most likely you think your mind is powerful. Um, Something we can go into later, but just wanted to briefly talk about that.
Hey, really kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into today, and I'll show you. So go to tomorrow, we start this cycle of wind, and then I'm gonna drag your energy down, and there we are. And you're on Christmas Eve. Look at that. How fun. So there you are. So that's gonna be a special day for you, man. That's gonna
What is it? That 13th day for Christmas Eve or?
You on Christmas Eve, you will have your return. So
Oh, okay. Sorry.
that day will feel special to you in a
Okay. Huh, that's
personal
cool.
personal way.
That sounds amazing. That sounds so good. We watched a really good movie called I'm Not Him. It's such a powerful movie. This guy had cancer and he got cured and then kind of helped other people. Really, really good movie.
You're watching that on Christmas Eve?
No, we did. We watched it the other night. It was really, really powerful. Life altering movie. I'm Not
Okay.
Him. Yeah.
Okay, so you're feeling like some cleansing's going on for you, some big moments.
Yeah. I have to drive in the car now, but I'll try to still listen as much as I can. Thank you so much. If you're still talking about, it, I'm still listening.
All right, brother. Safe travels.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna go into, if you look on this calendar, so here's another piece of the puzzle is the 4 directions. I wonder if I can get to it on here. Okay, on the bottom, not in there. On the phone, it's easy to find. I haven't done this on the computer. Okay, this kind of shows it here. We're looking at brother's energy here. So with every energy, we have a left side, a right side, and the left side could be called feminine. The right side could be called masculine. Left side could be called receptive feelings. The right side could be called outward. We have a future and a past, and that's at our core. Those are going to be the same energies. So we have in here, if you're looking at the main, if you look up to the top right, there's that other blue and it says future. So that's the energy of the future. And if you look up to the top left, it says past right here. So every energy has a past and future link. That's really fun to look at relationships. When we have these past and future links, there's usually some kind of guidance going on. And then if you look to the sides, there's masculine and feminine. And the blue, like when we were looking at the groups here, the blue and the red are a team. So if you're blue, you're going to have red at your wings, your right and your left power. So the blue water is going to have fire. So it's balanced, right? The yellow is going to have white on the sides. So here I am, I'm the dog. I've got yellow to my sides and I've got white in my past and future. And it's I like to see it more as a cross. So we got up and down and we got left and right. And each of those symbols has a number to it to discover if you as you go deeper into this. If you look up your sign, you can pull your number down and see the number associated with your character pattern there, the archetype. So that's a little bit about that, and we can go into an example, like a live example next, with you, Sarah, if you'd like, or I could go into my own. And last thing I'll talk, which is kind of new, but I'm resonating with it. I'm going to go to today. It's called the ninth wave, and it shows this like night and day pattern where each 13-day period is going to have like going to be more outward, more light, and then we're going to have darkness, more like inward and letting go. So we're going through a night period right now, but we're kind of cresting up. You see on the bottom left, it shows we're here. We have a few more days before we get into the sunlight. And what else to show you? Yeah, so when you're looking up your date and you're looking up your relationships, make a note of, you can take a screenshot on your phone. You can make notes, but start to look at the past and future links and your masculine and feminine links, and also the number links. And you'll start to see patterns. So it's fun to start with our children, start with our partners, maybe our boss, best friend or something, someone close to us that we really know who they are, and we can start to understand. So you can find out, okay, what color we are. Maybe, they're the same color, or, right. So you can start to see patterns, and I can help a little bit over, we can chat a little bit. Happy to help some people. Just message me. Just doing this for free right now and just helping you understand what's going on. And we'll see if there's anything else I want to talk about here. There's also this spiral on here. It's also kind of new to me. This guy who's making the app, he's awesome. And he's adding in things. There's like a collective reawakening and remembering to this. A lot of this was destroyed, but it's being rediscovered. But this kind of looks, it's almost like light and dark in a way. Everything's kind of in cycles and balance. So I haven't really tuned into the spiral, but I am resonating with the ninth wave. This where we're going between light and dark. The cycles before, what was that, through the the middle of November to the end of November, man, that felt more intense. That felt quicker. And so that was the day side. And then this cycle we've been in recently is the night side. It's also coincided with this energy that we're in, this Maluk energy. And I'll go back to that date. We're on the last day of it. That started on December 2nd. And whenever this day comes up, man, it's a tender day. This is like very deep. This is my energy, my night energy. So it's kind of like my shadow, my subconscious. So I have this like really strong, but it made me into an amazing artist. Became a filmmaker, and I'm a permaculture designer and creator. So this is a very creative energy, but it's so tender. It's so only needing, or it feels best when it's around pure energy. So I usually feel best in nature or select people in my field. I feel everybody. I feel everyone. So this is a very deep feeling energy. It's makes good artists. It makes kind of the classic archetype is that like, the poet who's got a chip on his shoulder and like feels deeply, or the guy that plays blues, you know, it's kind of like this energy. Um, yeah, and there's so much I could share. Um, if you're interested, Sarah, we can go into patterns of relationship, or I could do my own. What would you like?
Yeah, I'm happy to. I pulled up my fiance's date.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we can do that as an example.
Okay, let's start with you.
Okay, me?
Yeah,
Okay.
what's your birthday?
It's February 15, 1989.
Ah, you're the dog.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, my friend. Awesome. And you're number four. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, he's so blessed to have you. A stable dog. That's like that's like couldn't ask for a better combination for a partner. You're calm, patient, loyal, loving, clear energy, and you're born under this blue energy that represents the deer. So you're like really patient and embodied. That's
Well,
awesome.
I was born in the morning,
Okay, what time?
8:13 a.m.
Okay, so yeah, you most likely during the day. Yeah, the sun was out. I see it as like when the sun comes out. Well, also kind of like
Mhm.
midnight. I've noticed it's like midnight too. But yeah, once the sun's out, you're firmly in the day. So yeah, there you are. You're the dog. Number two, that's your superpower. So that's you have a power for creativity, sensuality. That's a superpower that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
and then you have your future, which I share the same future. This is a truth-telling energy.
Oh,
And this can pierce into people, but you have it balanced with number 12. And so that's a beautiful balance. So you can tell the truth, but with understanding, and that's the best way to tell the truth. This energy
so
can get me into trouble. The very, very direct energy. It's kind of like, the dog will bark and bite if it has to, right? So that's the future, you know. Your past is your past is the wind with patience. Wow. So behind you is this patient energy for communication. Wow. So yeah, we are very yeah, you're I'd be honored to be on your team kind of thing. Like yeah, you're really supportive, patient. You've got a lot of great qualities for to be a teammate. That's awesome.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna go back to your masculine and feminine. So the outward doing part is this seed, kind of represents like the archetype of a lizard. The lizard likes to be, laying in the sun, but it's also strong, does the push-ups, all the time. Um, Very kind of fearless, kind of playful. So that's the outward side of the dog, right? The dog and lizard share that together. So it's really playful.
Hmm.
And you have it with neutrality, number 11. So your masculine, your outward side, your creative side is going to be uh, that neutral energy. So that's it's very gentle, doesn't take sides. That's
Mm-hmm.
also great for team building. Because sometimes, we all know how masculine energy can be dominating, overpowering. It doesn't try to be, but it just is. It just is. But with we can all learn number 11 with our masculine energy to learn neutrality, to not take sides, to be tuned into the field, to feel when there's resistance, to pause, to listen, to hold the masculine back, to hold a hold the reins back on the horses. That's the biggest edge that I found so that I can feel into the feminine field and feel what's needed for the group. So we'll go over to your feminine side. And this one looks like a little embrace right here. So this is wisdom. And the archetype is the vulture. The vultures are very patient. They don't expel any energy they don't have to. So the vulture is going to be just like chilling until they wait for an opportunity, and then they're quick. They swoop in. So it's bird-like. So you have some bird-like energy in your feminine. And same with dogs. Dogs are, kind of tuned in, right? They can be a little jumpy. So that's the link that dogs and this wisdom vulture energy share. So birds and dogs are connected, and dogs and lizards. So there's a link right there. And you have 10. So if you're in tune with your feelings and you're able to be your authentic self and really share from your depths about how you're feeling, and you're allowing that part to lead, like your masculine side's allowing that side to lead, you feel safe to share your truth, your people around you and your team, your partner, everyone's like supporting you. You have this manifestation energy in you. You can do anything. So you really need to make sure, and I'm sure you do, you have safe people around you that are gonna honor you and allow you to be your true self, because that's a huge gift that you carry. But that's it's a tender part of you, and it needs space to feel, and um, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to have, and know where that is. So what you need to, so time alone, I'm sure time to reflect, get in touch with your feelings. Then you click in to what you want to create, and you can do anything. So that's a little bit about what I'm reading for you right now, and then we can look up your fiance.
He is June 22nd, 1992.
Ah, so he's a five.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
He's a five, and he was born. This was actually the day of the Peace Festival.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where we
Oh,
met.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and he was born at night at like 11:12 p.m. or something.
Oh, at the end of that day.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, he's still in this day because it's before midnight, but he might be sharing a little bit of the other one. Yeah, you'll have to have him look at both days and see what
Hmm.
resonates, and have him tune into that. See, I haven't done a deep dive on before midnight. I only know myself because I was born almost 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't dived into what you're going through, so that could be fun to find out. But I would stick
Mm-hmm.
to the day that he's in because it's before midnight.
Hmm.
So this energy here that he's on, this is really strong. You picked a good man. This
Oh, for sure.
this is the grass. You cannot kill the grass. You can cut the grass, you can knock the grass down, the grass comes back. You cannot stop the grass. So you got a good man. He's got extra energy. My grandfather had this. Extremely wealthy, powerful businessman. No one could stop this guy. He had endurance like no other, and he had a fire that people felt and respected.
Mm.
And he's got number five, which is empowerment. So that's a really positive energy. That's what I have.
Hmm.
So he's going to be good at sharing, leadership, empowering people, lifting people up. That's his gift that he can tune into. And he's number one. So he's very rooted here. He may not be as spiritual or as cosmic, but he's very rooted here. So, solid, solid man. And then he's got blue on his wings. Oh, okay. So his masculine energy, you look right here, he's got this deer energy, which is what you have. So you're going to find some comfort there and some connection there. His outward side is underneath you. So it's like he's, that when that energy is present, you both are going to feel held and at peace together. And then the feminine side, that's his edge to work on, most likely. That's the storm. That's divine feminine. So he's got double feminine on there. Like he could be, I'm sure, very sensitive and very fiery. So he's got to learn to manage his emotions and how to organize his emotions before he shares. So he's not burning the place down.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, have a great day.
Peace out, brother.
That's cool.
And then in this future, he has that otherworldly energy that we're starting, or that we're on today, right? The new beginnings energy. This is the future energy he has.
Mm-hmm.
And he has it with 13. Wow. So you two together, he has the potential to create something really big. But he has to be really, really stable with his primal parts and take his frustrations into creative actions. So that's a learned skill to take that primal anger or passion or whatever it may be unconscious and how to move that into creation. So that'll be your synergy. You know, when he's feeling his deep passion and he's honoring your feminine, letting you feel, you're reflecting back and forth. He's sharing, you're feeling, you're sharing. There's this dance, this harmony together. You two are a great team. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about you too. I can look up you're a child or anything, or Parth's here. Parth, you're welcome to share, brother. Welcome. I recorded
Hey,
this.
Zachary. Hi.
Hey, I recorded this so you'll be able to get access to everything. I could look up your date if you want, or Sarah, we could look up one of your
Sure.
children or something. Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
You want to give me some reading? My birthday is just this week. It was on Monday, Monday the 8th December,
And what year, brother?
93.
1993?
Yep.
Oh, you're the flow, man. You're the flow, bro.
Flo, what is that?
Number six. Number six. My half brother from another mother, real brother from another mother, is number six. I love that guy. When he's flowing, man, he's a joy to be around. Just
Hmm.
easygoing, life of the party, just positive.
It's a party. Yep.
But he's a different energy. He's more of like he's
Hmm.
a yellow and white, where you're blue and red. And so your blue energy here at your core, this is the energy of the deer, the same one that Sarah is connected to and her soon-to-be husband is. So,
Hmm.
so that's a very sensitive and but yet grounded. Have you experienced deers before in the forest? Do you know their nature?
You mean deers?
Yeah, have you ever spent time with deer in the forest?
I mean, I have seen some deers in the forest last time when we had some ceremony over there. And yeah, but I have not like, connected with the deer like a dog or cat.
Okay. Do you have any clarity on the qualities of a deer? Have you watched them?
Nah, it was just like far, and then I tried to get a closer look, and then they hide it in the bushes.
Okay, well, I'm giving you a gift that if you are able to connect with some deer and
Uh-huh,
watch them for as long as you can, just be quiet with them and still with them. They will teach you a lot, brother,
uh-huh.
about the best way for you to be happy.
Ah, interesting. Sure, I will find some deers. Be still
Okay.
with them.
Yes, they've taught me a lot, enough to
Hmm.
know. Hmm? What was that?
Okay.
Yeah, so you have the deer, you have this blue energy, and then you have some fiery energies on your left and right side. You have this energy of today, which is this it's like a superpower. It's underneath all of creation. It's the beginning of the 20. It's the energy of like crocodile. So it's like this primitive energy, but it's when you're in tune with this energy, you can it's like a cheat code behind the scenes of creation, like underneath it
Mm-hmm.
all. This power is quiet and subtle,
Mm-hmm.
but it is all powerful. Even though it's the one and it's primitive, it is all powerful.
It is.
So that's in
Mm.
your masculine side that you have this quiet power that you can just have an inner world clarity of feelings of thought. But if you're in fullness with yourself, if you're embodied, that's a very powerful trait. And that gift is to help start new things. So you can be
Mm.
an evolutionary catalyst in whatever way. It doesn't have to be big. It can be subtle little changes or whatever, but you have the gift to help bring in new things.
Yeah, no, I believe that I have a lot of creative energy, like a lot of creative ideas about, and a lot of smart ideas about solving day-to-day situations and, navigating through the life powerfully.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. You have the magic.
Mm.
And then in
I
your
do magics and miracles.
you do magic ceremonies?
No, I do magics and miracles in my life, in people around me. I get that compliment that I have very good energy, like
Nice, man. Yeah, it's a comforting energy. I really like this energy. It's warm. It's
yes.
spacious. It's comfort. Yeah, I find a lot of comfort in this energy
Mm.
and the energy of today. It's just a nice day to go slow, to feel through
You?
things.
How do I know it's today? Like,
We're gonna click on today right here.
ah,
Right here is today's energy. So it's that
got you.
that energy I was talking to you about you have on your right side, your outgoing side. So that's today.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. What else you see?
What else do I see? What's your,
Yeah,
what was your birth date again?
8th December 1993.
Okay, so you're born under wind. We're going to be starting wind tomorrow. So you're also going through a return. We had another brother here earlier that's 4 days away from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So in like 7 days, it'll be a special day. Let me look up today. So here I'm going to today and I'm pulling over the 20th of December. And there's your signature again. And it's actually the exact lineup with the number 9 in sync too. So that's special. That only happens every 9 cycles. So this is a big return for you. This is a time for you to really get clear on who you are. And right now, you're going through a big release. So karmic baggage, density, a lot of stuffs are being released for you and will continue until the 20th of December. And that's a good day to celebrate. Have like a little
Mm.
mini birthday. Love yourself. You know,
Yeah.
make sure you're really authentic that day and like, following your heart and being real. Take that day for yourself. That's your day. And
That's my day.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going on that day for some musical thing and Eden Gardens
Oh, cool.
tour. So yeah, oh, I heard what you mean. Like I'm currently working on that aspect of being myself, like being authentic, like bringing alignment. Like I'm feeling so powerful right now in my beings, where I'm in like alignment with my thoughts, words, and actions. Like it's like like I'm completely in sync with the way I think, the way I say, and the way I action. Like all three things are in alignment, and they're just so powerful. Like I feel like I'm just gonna keep on operating from this space, this context all the time now onwards. And
Wonderful.
yeah,
I'm so happy you reached that, man. Keep going.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And you want me to go more
Mhm.
into this with you?
Yeah, up to you. I mean, yeah, why not? If you want to, I'm open for it.
On the bottom, if you see the third one, it's a
Mm-hmm.
little white energy that looks like a T. This is the
Mm-hmm.
energy of communication. It's the archetype of the wind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when the wind is when a calm day, it's a beautiful day, right? But then the wind comes, it's a force that you can't stop. So you have this ability within you, and the edge to learn about communication with the wind is to be more patient. No one likes it when the wind's really intense, right? So it seems like you've mastered this. From what I've experienced with you so far, you're super calm. So And you see that with your day sign and the flow, all that. Like that's a nice balance to communication. But you have a gift with communication.
I
That
do.
that there you go.
I do.
You know it. I'm glad you know it. You're confident. And the last one, number four, um that's yourself. That's the superpower of the self. So you
Okay.
can, and the space of like storytelling. Do it's kind of like Hollywood. Well, that's not the best example, but movies, art, theme,
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yeah.
That's all the fourth level. It's identity,
Mm.
archetypes, knowing people. Like
Hmm.
maybe you know like, oh, I know that type. I know this type. Like you can be really good with relationships with number four, and be centered in yourself, not be able to be pushed around. You have a
Mm.
strong center, which from what you've been sharing so far,
Yeah.
you're showing that.
Yeah.
And then in the
Yeah.
future, your future energy is the eagle.
Eagle. Ah,
So you have this bird, you're moving
true
into
eagle.
this higher perspective. The eagle sees all, and a bird is
Mhm.
very tuned in, man. You ever spent time
Eagles
with
are.
birds? Have you ever gotten close to birds?
Ah, except few parrot encounters in the past.
That's another thing for you is to find birds and meditate with some birds, man.
Ah, I know the animals comes to me, especially cats. Like cats comes to me like, oh my God, they jump onto me, they rub onto me. They're like literally like, likes to play with me. Like I go to my friend's house and like I was first time there, we were just talking and his cat was like literally like coming on to me. Both of them, not one only. I was like, oh my God, what you got? I had a karmic account with the cat actually. I had killed a baby kitten when I was a kid. Yeah, I got angry over the kitten stealing milks from the kitchen and then my mom got angry. So I got behind that kitten and then throw the stumps over it and then made him half dead and then next day it died.
Ah,
Mm, yeah, I had a very remorse after that and then my compassion grew up but after that incident like I literally get over that anger and my all anger came out on that time and then like my anger got I really witnessed my anger on that time and then eventually it disappeared very significantly. So nowadays I don't see much anger in me, but it grew a lot of compassion on me for the animals and other people. That incident.
wow, thanks for sharing. I want to show you something with the connection between eagles and cats. If you see right here on eagle, and
Hmm.
you go up to the center, you see the eagle in the center, and then you go up to the top right, and it says where it says future. There's a
Hmm.
past and future link between the eagle and this energy here. This is the cat energy. And this energy, like the cats that are loving on you, they're very tuned in, man. They are very
Yep.
sensitive and they feel your energy, and your
Yeah.
energy is good. And they want to be around that energy. But anything outside of that, they're like, eh, because they're in
Mhm.
that energy. They're in that good energy. And it's a good sign that cats love you.
Yeah.
That means you're in a high vibration, man.
Mm.
And that's also a good sign for your future because there's a resonance there. The sensitivity of birds and the sensitivity of cats are very similar.
Mm.
They're hypersensitive, man. Like they both will just bolt. If something ain't right, they're out so quick,
Mm.
right? So the future energy you're moving into. They're very
Mm.
wise. Cats and
Very
birds are
wise. Yeah.
very wise and very pure.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, man. Sarah, I have a little bit more time if you'd like. I can look into one of your
Thank you.
sons.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Parth. Yeah.
Thank you, Zachariah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. Was sounds like that was accurate in a way.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
All right, cool. Either of you, if I could do one more on like your Sarah, I know I saw you had a little one in the back. Is that one of your kids or
Yeah, my son. He always comes in. He's like he doesn't want to be away from me. He wants to be in my space all the time. Yeah, we can look him up.
okay?
He's
Uh,
yeah, so
I
fun.
gotta leave. I think I'm at a grocery store now. So, well, thanks for sharing. I mean, thanks for your insight. We'll stay in touch and
Yes, Parth. Peace out,
have
brother.
further conversation. Yeah. Nice seeing you, Sarah. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Peace out, bro. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so he is April. April 19, 2020.
Look at that. Look at that. Can you see a pattern? I'm gonna let you read that first.
Okay, so he's a 2, my little Tim Tim. And he's definitely born in the morning. And so he's got my feminine side of isn't that the vulture, wisdom?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And can you see the masculine side right there?
The masculine, um, I don't know what that is.
That's the dog.
The dog. Okay, okay, yeah.
So you two have a masculine and feminine link right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the similar thing with my daughter.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, you're a good match. He's a good teammate to have around.
Oh, I can't believe we're just a big team. But what do you feel like your chart tells you about your soul's purpose?
In the bottom, you can see kin info and personality. So you can click on that and you can read pretty deep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's been fun. We did an hour and a half. This was great. And thanks for just showing up. And nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's be in touch, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, peace.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Bye.